B, and this is B's Intuition. And today we are going to do what makes the collective so beautiful. I thought this would be nice. Like, I'm gonna just list off a bunch of qualities. Obviously what's coming through my intuition, what's coming through with the cards, and hopefully this is helpful to remind you how beautiful you are, my beautiful collective. Okay. Anywho, let's just dive right into it, right? Okay. So please and thank you, Spirit. What makes the collective so darn beautiful? Please and thank you. Why are they so beautiful? Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. It just got better. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so starting out, we got the Queen of Wands. Ooh, that's like baddie vibes right there. You got the power, you got that charisma. Speaking of power, the Magician card, okay. Powerful manifestor over here. Knight of Wands. You might be a little bit of a flirt. Or maybe it's just the way that you talk to people feels like flirting. And then the King of Swords. You are really kind of like a boss, and something about you is really important when it comes to communication. Maybe you're very honest, or you have like a lot of information to give to the world. It's like, I see that as a very much like a position of power, almost, energy. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So yeah, you're clearly very spiritually tapped in. You have this wisdom. And you have a difference in perspective as well that may be different from other people. Okay, let's just start clarifying, shall we? Okay. Starting out with that Queen of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What can you tell us about that Queen of Wands? As to why the collective is so beautiful. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys, you're crazy. Okay, so clarifying that that Queen of Wands is, if I can grip this correctly, that is, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know why, but I actually really like that energy, and I'll see why in a minute. And then the King of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. Okay. Ooh, you know what I'm getting with that 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles upright is like somebody that's really diligently at their work. And like, they've been at this for quite some time. You can clearly see how hard they're working and stuff. And when it's in the reverse, I almost am getting like people may perceive you as like, actually, this could be perceived in a couple different ways. So I want to say the first message I'm getting with this is like, you may make whatever you do for work, or whatever you put your mind to, whatever you work upon, for some reason it feels effortless to others, or something about it looks effortless. That's the first message I'm getting. The second message I'm getting is you may be overworking to maybe an unhealthy degree. Yeah, both of those qualities I feel like are what people see in you. Either that you're a very hard worker and you need some time off. Actually, this could also be a sign for you. Maybe you need time to rest, maybe, especially if you're in the Queen of Wands energy, because the Queen of Wands and like the Wands in general are like, let's do this, let's go for it, and so I almost feel like you might have that kind of personality that you like to take on a lot, or you feel like you have to take on a lot at a time. I keep trying to make sure my microphone's not going all crazy. Hopefully it stays. whatever. But yeah, that could actually be a message for you. Like a personal one-on-one, that could be you needing some rest. And you may be feeling burned out. But in terms of what people find beautiful about you, the effortlessness of your work is probably one thing. And this is just from people's perspectives. It doesn't mean that it's effortless to do that work. You know, you may find the work that you do very stressful, very overwhelming. So it's not necessarily that you are effortlessly doing work, but it's more so the appearance of effortless. Oh my gosh. It's the appearance of effortlessness. And then if you're a hard worker, like that's also a very attractive quality. But obviously it's good to have a balance, you know, it's good to have that work-life balance. Also, this is interesting. I'm actually getting a few different messages with this, and the third message I'm getting with it, I'm almost even getting like this feeling of like you've been working on something for quite some time. Okay, I lost that message, what I was going to say. But yeah, you could have been working on something for quite some time. That could just be a message in and of itself. But yeah, I think people see you doing work. Okay, now I'm getting the message where it's like maybe somebody wants to, especially when this comes to like you being beautiful, I almost am getting now, you know, it's almost like, and I don't know, this way of thinking is a little bit sexist and out of date, you know, outdated sort of way of thinking, but it almost is like that. I don't know if you have ever experienced like that cliche of like, oh, you're too pretty to be doing this kind of work, or, you know, you shouldn't have to dirty your hands to get a paycheck. You know, like maybe somebody kind of, this is gonna sound crazy. I feel like somebody wants to provide for you so that you don't have to work or something. Or maybe that's just the energy you give off. Like maybe people naturally who are interested in you, maybe they just naturally want to give to you or make it so that you don't have to work. I don't know why. It's something about that for some reason. And I feel like it could be your energy, your aesthetic. It's like, yeah, that's such an interesting card because it's giving me so many different messages. With the King of Cups, so this could be somebody that is attached to your energy potentially, that sees you very beautifully and they have deep feelings for you. Or this could be you. And honestly, I feel like your energy is very complex. So this would make sense if this was you. And if that's the case, the King of Cups is a stable, emotionally stable energy, emotionally mature energy. Also, it has those deep feelings that he is not afraid to tap into. There's also, with the water, it could be indicating some sort of intuition. So for all of those reasons, you're found to be very attractive. I'm also getting like something about you is luxury as well. I don't know exactly what it is, if it's just your energy or maybe the jewelry you wear or some sort of small detail about you. It feels very luxurious, your energy. And that could be what people pick up on. And I feel like that could be like a double-edged sword for real. Is like if you're seen as somebody that's luxurious or, you know, so luxury, some people are going to be like, well, I can't afford that, so I'm just going to steer clear. Or, well, there's certain like ideas that go along with that. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying with that. But yeah, I think that people probably see you as somebody that is valuable, like very valuable. There's something about you that people pick up on that is very strong, but like and this could be like, you don't even have to be rich to have this sort of energy about you. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that you're like Richie Pants McGee over here. Like, yeah, I'm just super attracted to like the gold cup, the gold necklace, the gold in the crown, the gold in the little scepter guy he has there. And so it's just like, there's something about you that is like so rich. And honestly, that could be rich in terms of like like texture, I guess. I don't know. That sounds so weird. But it's almost like that sort of energy that you can feel. That maybe that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah. Something about you is like super valuable, and I feel like people can pick up on that. So like, it's like half the people are, you know, attracted to that. They find that very enticing about you, that you have these certain, it could even be self-respect to a degree, where you just, you know your own value. You don't settle for things that are less than you or less than what you expect. But also, you do have that kind nature about you as well. But since it's the king, it almost gives me a little bit more of a, almost like a no-nonsense when it comes to emotions or feelings or something. And I don't mean that in the way of like you're repressing those. It more so feels like, if you have feelings for someone, for example, or if you're feeling your feelings, I feel like you're very direct about it. I don't think you beat around the bush when it comes to, you know, romantic partners or sharing your love with the world. I feel like you have a very straightforward way of being in your emotions. I don't know exactly how else to articulate that, but it's like, yeah, you're just very powerful, especially when it comes to your emotions and stuff. And then the Nine of Cups here. I think people can see how far you've come in life. Also, they see that you're growing into this sense of self-fulfillment, or like being more confident in some way about yourself or your skills, your history. There's like a contentment about you, and I feel like people see that. Yeah, I feel like this very much gives off the vibes of like, I can take care of myself and I make myself happy. So it's almost like you don't really need anyone, and I feel like that's kind of, I think, yeah, that's also a double-edged sword, because like some people can find that intimidating, but also some people really like that. Yeah. I don't know why, but the color blue is standing out to me for some reason in these cards, and so perhaps you have blue eyes or blue hair, or maybe you like to wear blue, or for instance, I'm wearing blue nail polish right now, so it could be something like that. Or maybe you look really good in blue. I don't know. Something about the blue is really speaking to me. And obviously with that Lover's card at the bottom of the deck, I think you very much are a lover. And I think that this goes for like all, okay. I'm getting the message, all of God's creations. Obviously you don't have to be religious, but I'm just saying like, that is how you just have a lot of love. Yeah, you have a lot of love to give to others, to give to animals, to give to just the earth. And it feels kind of significant, this Lover's card being at the bottom of the deck, so I'm almost even wondering if like your purpose in life is tied to love. Like maybe you are a caregiver of some sort, or maybe you show a lot of love in your profession. Maybe you just appreciate your coworkers and they appreciate that, because like it's almost like your reputation is that of a lover, and I don't really get that in like a spicy way at all. It just feels like you just love to love. and you share that love freely with others. I think within reason, of course. You know, I don't think that you're a doormat for anyone by any means, but it's definitely like you. And maybe it's also your aura or your energy of just love. And I do believe that when we do work on ourselves and we do learn to love ourselves or learn to love parts of ourselves or become more comfortable with who we are, know each other better, or know ourselves better and stuff like that, I feel like, where was I going with this? I'm so sorry, my brain fog is apparently really bad today. I keep losing my train of thought. Hopefully I can remember when I'm editing. But yeah, you're just incredibly loving, and I feel like people can pick up on that. And it's almost like, I don't know, there's something about you that is a little bit more elevated in people's minds. Something about you, it could be your appearance, the way you present yourself. You may take pride in your appearance. But it's like something about you feels a little bit above, and I think that's probably just people's perspective, is like maybe you're that kind of person that people just kind of assume is out of their league, and it may not even have to do with physical appearance, but rather your energy, you know, because there's something, and maybe it has to do with the wisdom as well, because we did see that Hierophant at the bottom of the deck earlier. Yeah, you may have a lot of spiritual wisdom, divine wisdom, enlightenment, and something about that is very attractive. And I guess if you were to lean into that, you could say, like, when you practice those types of things, you become more patient, and patience is one of the most attractive qualities somebody can have, in my opinion, you know? Somebody that's patient with circumstances, experiences, you know, those uncomfortable moments in life. I think that's about that. Trying to see if there's any more messages. Okay. You're hot, is what I'm getting. I don't know why, but that's like the message that's coming out loud and clear from looking at the Lover's card just now. Something about you is very hot. Again, it could be literally your energy. Like the way you just show up in a room, people feel something so warm. Maybe you're a warm person, you know? You know, like, not physically, obviously, not like physically warm, but like, you know, have that warm smile, that warm sort of energy of like safety. That could be a very attractive quality to have in a person as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go into that Magician now. Please and thank you, Spirit. What can you tell us about the Magician in terms of what makes the collective so beautiful? Like that. Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else? I can't make this stuff up, even if I tried. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Strength card for the Magician. A major arcana clarified by another major arcana. You have a power about you that is so strong that nobody can ignore it. Okay, yeah. This is definitely giving me the type of energy of like, you may have not always looked or acted the way you do now, but it's something that you kind of grew into. Maybe you grew into your appearance, maybe you grew into this peaceful energy that you embody. There's like really something very significant about you. Like I'm literally like feeling like almost jarred to an extent. Like I feel like if you walked into a room, people are like, wait a second. Like it's almost like the atmosphere changes because you're in a room. Also, I think people can see your strength of will and of character. I feel like you're somebody with a backbone, and that is incredibly attractive. Because I feel like there's a sense of owning your own power, and therefore it's almost like you have, I don't know, like it's just like, poop. I lost that one too. Okay, so the other cards that came out, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Lovers. This is so interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to clarify that Seven of Swords because that feels so out of place. Oh, bottom of the deck, by the way, is Four of Swords. It's almost like the key to unlocking this power that you hold is literally by focusing on yourself. I feel like you're probably the most powerful when you are practicing self-care, you are doing things for yourself, you're making time for yourself, for your own healing and growth. And I feel like you have some sort of mastery over practicing that self-care, taking care of yourself, knowing when it's time to rest. You may be very in tune with your own body, you know, a lot, and that sounds like it would be an everyday thing, but honestly I feel like not a lot of people are as in touch with their body and their feelings in their body and stuff like that. Like I really do believe that like we need to tap in more so to like how our bodies are feeling at any given moment. And I feel like maybe you can tell before you burn out, you can tell like, okay, I'm gonna reach my burnout point, and so I need to rest before that, becomes unmanageable or something like that. Like you have a good intuition when it comes to taking care of yourself, I feel. Also the fact that the Two of Cups and the Lovers came out to clarify this Magician. What more can I say than other than like you are love. You embody love. Oh. There's something about you that is very forgiving, or maybe it's just that you allow people the space to like either make mistakes or just like I feel like there's something so kind about you. It really touches people's like hearts and souls. Okay, I'm even like, now that I really look at it, the way that this came out with the Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Lovers card, it's almost as if the love that you contain smothers out anybody that's trying to work against you. Anybody that's trying to be sneaky, anybody that doesn't like, because sometimes people take an offense to somebody with a positive energy for no other reason than, they prefer the dark, And so I almost feel like you could experience people that are envious of you or want to take something from you. Maybe people tried to sort of remove the love out of you. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's almost like maybe people tried to make you feel bad for expressing your feelings or feeling your feelings or something, or people tried to make you less trusting of others. Like I feel like there's definitely been an antagonist in your story of life in one form or another. This antagonist I feel like can change to be different people in any different occurrences, But it's like, I feel like you just have so much love that negativity or whatever, that sneakiness or whoever is hating, it just has no chance to survive because it's surrounded by love. And honestly, I feel like that's kind of how you deal with your conflicts. I honestly feel like love is the answer for you in a lot of ways. Like, You may just be like patient with people. Like if somebody is in a bad mood and starts to like, you know, I don't know, complain a lot. Like you're like, okay, that's fine. Like, or if somebody gives their opinion about something that you're wearing and they're trying to put you down, you're just like, okay, that's your opinion, fine. Like it really, I don't even know. And it's like you don't let those moments change how you perceive that person. Obviously to an extent. I don't think that you're like I said, I don't think you're a doormat at all. But it's more so like, poop, where's it going with that? I feel like you still love people anyways, even when they are imperfect, even when they have their moments, when they lose their temper, when they, you know, say something and later regret it. You know, I feel like you're very forgiving and loving when it comes to that. And maybe it's almost even because of your own life experiences. Maybe you had a point in your life when you were a little bit more unhealed, and so you may have, you know, acted out in certain ways that you're not proud of, and therefore you can see that in other people. So you have more empathy and understanding for those types of things. Yeah, I think I will clarify that Seven of Swords to see like, yeah, exactly what's going on with that, because that's kind of the energy I'm picking up. Is like you're so strong, powerful, loving, and then it's like this really kind of feels like a hater, you know, somebody that's just looking for something to hate. Or maybe even like trying to look for something to dislike about you. But like you have such a powerful, beautiful, strong energy about you. It's almost like, I almost even get this sense of like frustration that people can't get into your mind, either like they used to, or in order to make you mess up or do something. You know, it's like people get frustrated that they can't control you, that they can't, I don't know. I really do feel like somebody tried to take away your love. I don't know exactly what that means. And it could have just been life circumstances even. Like say, childhood trauma or toxic relationships or something. Like it almost feels like you just have this way about you that is, maybe I'm not supposed to do a reading today because my brain is all out of whack. What was I even talking about? Ugh. My brain fog is horrible today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think it's just like a sense of frustration that people can't get to you. And it's almost like maybe in the past people could get to you, but nowadays you're just like, your aura, your power is so strong, and I feel like it like almost acts as a shield against these types of people. Okay, let's clarify that Seven of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Seven of Swords first? Please and thank you. Clarify that Seven of Swords. Oh, too many. Just like one or, okay. Okay, what's that one? Seven of Swords clarified by the Tower. Ah. Actually, this is kind of hitting me more so like karma. I actually kind of like this energy because it almost is like people that try to be pulling something over on you or like trying to deceive you in any way, karma gets them so good in the end. That could be part of your reputation even. Like maybe you're known for like exes that mistreated you ended up going through it later on. Like karma got them good. Like their whole life turns to like chaos. And it almost feels like maybe when you leave these people's lives, you either see their karma in real time or you see them become like devastated. That's an interesting term, but yeah. Like okay, so I'm almost even getting that you may be a little bit intimidating because of the karma thing. I think, well, because clearly you are connected to the divine, and that spirituality I think people can pick up on. Also, you may just have like a really strong spirit team. So whether that's spirit guides, ancestors, you have energy around you that is very protective of you. And therefore, if anybody tries to pull something over on you, they are not going to get away with it. It doesn't even have to be anything you directly do to that person. It's literally karma. And they think they're getting away with something too. Like, look at how sly that face is in the card. Literally. They think they're so slick, trying to pull one over on you, trying to like mistreat you or whatever and get away with it, and then their life just like crumbles down around them. That's kind of really funny, actually. I mean, hey, karma's karma. If you don't want to get the bad karma, then don't give bad karma, you know? Also, there's something about you interacting with people that they will never be the same again after interacting with you. You blow a lot of people's minds. Maybe it's the way you perceive things, your perception of the world, your optimism, your spirituality. There's something that blows people's minds. And it's almost like they can't ever be the person that they were before you again. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands again, so double confirmation for Queen of Wands. Hey, you. This is even better. Oh my gosh. So, while these sneaky little dusties in your past, you know, tried to pull one over on you, their life is in chaos. And this is you outside of all of that. Just chilling, just being in your power. Literally, like, okay. This is literally so funny. Oops. Yeah, okay. This is literally so funny because it's like these people. But yeah, while these people are going through their karma, you're set up so pretty. I really do I feel like you may have even had a glow up after leaving these types of people behind. And I really do, like, it, for some reason, this is hitting me as like a Facebook profile picture or something. And like, you are in your power, you are glowing, you are rocking life. And these people, I think part of that karma is being able to see you flourishing and being in your power. And it's so clear, like, that's probably one of the best parts about it, is that even if these people are not spiritual at all, don't believe in karma, it's almost like they can't ignore the facts, because it's like, it's just like so funny, because like either it's a major coincidence that after you leave their life falls apart. It may just be a major coincidence that, you know, after they mistreat you, they experience this karma. But it's almost like when you look like this and they're going through it, it's almost like part of their karma, I think, to see you in your power, on your throne, rocking whatever you're doing, being so freaking attractive. Like, okay, you're passionate, you're fiery, there's like power behind your energy so much. Like, it's undeniable. It's literally like they can't ignore the karma because it's so obvious. It's like, okay, I mistreated this person in the past, and now my life's falling apart, but their life looks great, you know? I literally feel like somebody, like, okay, I'm seeing in my mind's eye somebody looking you up on social media. It doesn't have to be Facebook specifically, but I see them like searching up your name, seeing what you're up to, looking at your profile picture, and I feel like they are getting angry at it because of the karma. And it's so obvious, like, it's just so obvious that you are receiving good karma while this person is receiving bad karma. And I say this person, but this could have been multiple people in your life, especially because this is all under the Magician, and so that's like your power. So I think multiple people have gone through this, and yeah, they can't ignore the fact that you are just glowing and doing your own thing. Everything is perfect for you. And it's like these past people have to accept, like, I guess bad karma is coming to me because I didn't treat that person the best, and I have only myself to blame. Okay, anyways, let's go on to the Knight of Wands. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. What can you tell us about that Knight of Wands? No, just a few, please. Oh, or just like one or two. Please and thank you. One or two, please and thank you. There's that. Anything else? Okay. Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. That just made it even cooler. Okay. So clarifying that Knight of Wands, we got the Judgment card, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This I really like because, okay, I am picking up the energy of these two cards together as like you have choices. Like you, especially when it comes to love, like you have multiple choices when it comes to love. You have multiple choices when it comes to like who you allow into your life in general. This could be even just like friends, acquaintances, and stuff like that. Like you are in the position of judgment in a lot of people's minds. I feel like you're the one with the power to choose these types of things. Could even be like the power to choose your destiny, your path in life. You're just like the powerful one that gets to choose is like what I'm really getting heavily with these two cards. Because it's like I'm seeing you almost as this angel up here and deciding which of these people can go to heaven or whatever. So actually that could kind of speak to maybe you see people's souls. And that could definitely scare a lot of people because it's like, wait a second, you see the real me, not the person that I want to pretend I am. But I feel like, yeah, you have the ability to look into people's souls. And it's like, I think part of it is attractive because it's like, it's special, it's unique, it's like whatever. But it's also intimidating because those people that do not want to be seen do not want somebody around them that's going to see them as they truly are. You know, I'm even getting from this Seven of Cups card that maybe like, I'm getting the energy of like people think, and this could be specifically in terms of love here, where it's like people think you have a whole lot of options, like people just lined up ready to date you. But I feel like they don't see your side of it where it's like, I don't know who to choose because I don't know who's genuine and who's not. Like, because that's really what the Seven of Cups is about. It's like they have to make the right choice out of all these cups because not all these cups are something that they want. And so it's like they have to be selective. They have to be careful about what they choose. And so it's like, yeah. I almost feel like this, So I think for one, people know that you have choices, and that makes you attractive because it's like, oh, you're in high demand or whatever. Ugh, I don't like. That sounds almost like I'm speaking of an object. But anyways, yeah, it's like people could find you very attractive. That's so weird. I feel like people could. I'm just gonna say it because I guess this is what it is. But people can find you attractive because other people find you attractive. And that has to be a dude thing because, like, it feels almost like, yeah, like, you know those, like, dude bros that won't, like, even date a girl if like, his friends say that she's not cute because they want social currency. And so it's like, ooh, stop losing your train of thought, B. Okay. I'm so sorry for my brain fog, you guys. I hope I can remember to put in whatever I was trying to say in the editing. For anybody that's seeing me for the first time, I'm not usually this brain dead. I just have a chronic illness that causes brain fog a lot. And I also am on a medication that also increases brain fog. So please bear with me. I am trying my best, but my memory is that of a goldfish these days. Yeah, so anyways, the Emperor. Oh, I was saying something about like how certain people find you attractive almost merely because other people find you attractive. And it's almost like they're looking to others for validation about that. Which is weird. And I said, like, that must be a dude thing because it's like, I feel like, I don't know. In my personal experience, I've never experienced that where it's like I only find people attractive that other people find attractive, but maybe that's just me. The Emperor. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so that kind of literally goes with what I was saying about how you're in a position of power in these people's minds, where you're the one that gets to choose. You're the one that has options. You're the one that can control their own fate, their own destiny. They see you as the Emperor, master of your own destiny, master of your own domain. Somebody who is highly respected, by the way. Something about you is very respectable. I feel like it must be the way you carry yourself or the way that you present yourself or the way that maybe you're very direct with your communication. There's something so significant about that. And it's so interesting that the Emperor comes out to clarify that Knight of Wands. Because the Knight of Wands is an interesting character. Sometimes he can be known as the flirt, you know, where it's mostly like a little bit more casual fun, maybe a little bit of flirting, but nothing really going deeper than that. And so I feel like that could be the surface view of you. But it's like, it doesn't take much to see that you are so much more than that. And you have so much power underneath the surface. Maybe people would rather think of you as the Knight of Wands, somebody that's just a flirt and, you know, maybe a little bit shallow, whatever. But it's like you have this power behind you. Which, yeah, this can be intimidating, but it can also be very attractive, you know? This type of power that you possess. I almost see me even getting, like, with that Knight of Wands clarified by these cards, I want to say you downplay yourself in some ways. But not necessarily in a bad way. It's almost like you are maybe a little bit of a humble person, or it feels almost like misdirection almost. It's almost like you want people to not really know the real you, or like, but it's in a fun way. It's not in like I'm hiding something kind of way. It's almost like I like to be private and I like to keep certain parts of my life private. But it's almost like on the surface you have like this like playful sort of character that may not take things super seriously, But it's like when things become serious, you do take things seriously because the Emperor can become a very serious person. Especially when there's any sort of conflict or, something that requires him to step up to the plate, And that's a whole thing about you too, is I feel like you're always ready to fight for something, because he has a suit of armor underneath that cloak. So you could be ready to always like fight for what you want. You could, and it's so interesting because it's almost like this part of you, like somebody who sees you at a glance may not see this power that you possess, but it's almost like you it's like so strongly part of you, this power, this ability to step up and like take things, like you can take things seriously, you can go for the things that you want, you can, it's just like, I don't know, it's almost like this feeling of like people only get a glimpse of you on the surface, and it's maybe like not a lot of people get the opportunity or the chance to see you for your true power, and so it's almost like on the surface you may be misunderstood, but there's also a big part of maturity that is part of the Emperor, because he is an older gentleman here in the image. So it's like, yeah, you could be you could be very wise, yeah. But also just mature, because like the Knight of Wands does have a little bit more of an immature sort of energy, but that Emperor has a way mature energy. So it's like maybe on the surface people think that you're immature, maybe because you like to laugh, you like to have a good time, you like to spread positivity, optimism, happiness, and so people may see that at face value and make certain assumptions about you, but you're really not like that. I feel like, yeah, you just have like a beautiful energy that is sometimes misunderstood, I feel. Yeah. Like people have to look for the true you in order to see this, because it's almost like, especially when people's egos are involved, sometimes they don't want to see the true power of somebody. They'd much rather just make superficial assumptions or just go based off of the superficial alone. But it's like you have so much power, so much strength, so much ability. You're super capable as well, which people may not think that you're capable of handling major commitments or responsibilities, because on the surface you have almost like a childlike energy potentially, and people almost take that as a sign of weakness or something. But I truly think you're just very tapped into your inner child, and you feed that inner child and keep it alive and well, and it helps keep you happy. And so people make certain assumptions about that, but you have the power and you have that ability to turn off that more immature appearance at any point. And I feel like sometimes that catches people off guard. I think people find that very attractive about you, that there's more than meets the eye, or more than is on the surface. Yeah, some people are going to be intimidated, but some people are going to be really attracted to that. I feel like especially people that are looking for deeper connections with others, they like you because there's more to you than meets the eye. I honestly feel like that's one of your biggest qualities, is like people find you attractive or beautiful because you have some sort of levity or joyousness about you, but you also have that ability to really step up to the plate and go to boss mode, really. Knight of Pentacles. You know when to take things slow. Ooh, okay, I'm even getting like something about you not being in a rush. I don't know, maybe it's the way you walk or something, because I'm almost like even getting like a gliding, like something about, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but I'll just say it. Something about the way you walk is very beautiful. Maybe something about it is graceful. Maybe you just have an ease when you're walking that kind of just feels very flowy and I don't know, otherworldly even. It's like, yeah, it feels like almost like you're gliding, and that's like an energy to people pick up on, or the way you walk. I don't know, something about the way you walk. And then you know, I do think that there is a level of seriousness with the Knight of Pentacles as well, because he's taking the time to really think things through before he moves towards those things. Well, also that kind of shows like your depth of mind as well. I feel like you take time to plan things through before you actually act upon them, which is beautiful. And actually, that's probably super attractive to people, because a lot of people don't really take the time to do that. Sometimes they just go for it without really thinking it through first. But there's something very responsible about you. I don't, like, something about you, like, you really take care of your responsibilities. And maybe people at first glance wouldn't think that about you, but the more they get to know you, they're like, yeah, this person actually is very, like, I don't know if it's like financially responsible or responsible in your work, responsible in your career, responsible with just your day-to-day activities. I'm not sure, but it's like something about you is very responsible. And I feel like, okay, I'm getting like responsible / organized potentially. And I feel like people like that about you. Like, it's almost like you could help them gain some sense of order to their life, because you have some sense of order to your life, or at least that's how people perceive you. Also, I feel like people pick up on this energy that you know more than you're letting on. It's almost like you have some sort of secret recipe. I don't know. Maybe it's it could just be your energy, but secret recipe. I now that I say that, I'm getting like a scent of perfume. Maybe it's your perfume or whatever cologne or whatever sort of body fragrance that you use is very captivating to people. I feel like, yeah. And I'm getting more with that, like that secret recipe message that's coming through. It's like, you're so unique that it's like, I don't know, it's like you amaze people, I think, to a certain degree, where it's like, how did this person become this person? Because they're just so magnificent and powerful and, you know, doing the damn thing. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the King of Swords now. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Clarify that. Ooh, King of Swords, please and thank you. Ooh. Okay. 3 of Wands, clarifying that King of Swords. Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. Double confirmation for Magician. I'm not surprised. You're very powerful, very capable. Actually, with that Magician card, you have a lot of life experiences, but you use them to help yourself grow, and you don't use them as a way to hinder yourself. And I feel like that's very attractive about you. Anyways, so with that King of Swords, clarified by the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Cups, yeah, you're good at strategizing because you know when the right time is to act on certain things. I also think that you've acted upon your ideas in one situation or another. Maybe you had something that started out as an idea, but you like turned it into something. And maybe it was something that you had an idea about for a little bit of a time before you started acting on it, but it's like you knew when the time was right to get started on that idea. Yeah, there's something about you that is almost fearless, to be honest. And I think that that is very attractive, very beautiful. It's almost like you welcome the unknown, which is a very rare quality to have as a human being, because as humans we really crave you know, something that is, you know, the same all the time, because it's like the unknown is so scary because it's the unknown. You've never been there before. But it's like something about you loves an adventure. Something about you loves to learn new experiences. Like, I feel like, I think that's one of your beautiful qualities too, is like the fact that you're just like open to start something new, if need be, or if it strikes your fancy, you know? I almost feel like you inspire people by the way that you go towards your goals or go towards the things that you want in life. That's very attractive, I think. Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're very creative, because creativity is a part of the Knight of Cups, the qualities that he has. And that kind of goes with that idea that you were pursuing or whatever. Something that started with an idea that you went for. It had something to do with your creativity, I think. Also something to do with your heart space. I feel like you're the person to kind of like, if something makes your heart feel good, you go towards it. Or maybe it's like another opportunity. This idea could have been another opportunity for you to spread love. Like, I feel like you are in, I don't even know how to articulate this. It's almost like you are in the action mode for love. Like, you just want to give love to so many. And maybe that's part of your purpose in life. I think I was starting to say that earlier about like a caregiver or something. You could definitely be a caregiver. You could work in public health or something, or be some sort of support person. Yeah. Because I feel like you're very drawn to things that have to do with love. Like you're drawn to things that spread love, things that maybe help others to feel loved. It's really quite beautiful. Like, you just get pure enjoyment out of loving. It's very pure. It's very wholesome, really. It's very sweet. Also, you may not be afraid to communicate your feelings. If you have like feelings for somebody romantically, I feel like you're not afraid to either approach them or tell them how you feel or express your feelings at any given time. And I honestly think that that could be a very beautiful quality to have, because not everybody can do that. That's actually a skill that you have to learn, believe it or not, you know? Some people are born with it, other people learn it through life, and other people just plain don't have it, you know? This Magician card is really showing something to me, because like, look at how he's like surrounded by all these beautiful blossoms, like flowers blooming and stuff around him. It's almost like he is surrounded by abundance. So either your aura is very abundant, like just your energy alone, something about it just feels like abundance, or your life very much gives that sort of, yeah. Something about you, about your life, the way that you move through life is very abundant. And maybe this is you creating abundance in your life. Maybe you haven't always had abundance, but for some reason you're able to create and manifest abundance into your life. And that's what people see. Like, you have so much like power to grow things. And I feel like that's also very beautiful to people. Because it's like you're so capable of manifesting. You're so capable of building the life you want. And so I think obviously people are going to want to be a part of that, are going to want a piece of that, you know? Like, that's a very attractive quality to have, abundance, especially when we all live in this reality that forces us, almost all of us, into a lack mindset. Like, you have like just like the way you view the world, the way that you act upon the things that you want to pursue. Like, not only do you come out of a place of pure of heart when you're doing a lot of the things that you do in life, you also just have, I don't know. Yeah, that pureness of heart, though, is really coming through very strongly. You have a very pure heart, and I feel like most of the time you have very pure intentions when you're going through life and when you're trying to do things, you know, either for yourself, for others. It's like, I feel like you just have very pure intentions, and that's probably honestly why, to just circle back to this person receiving karma, that's why karma hits people so hard when they cross you. It's because you have a pure heart. You go for things very much out of a pureness of heart. And like, when you attack somebody that means you no harm, obviously that's going to produce a lot of karma, you know? So it's like, people see how different you are. People see how you're so, it really does feel like you're your own person, you know? Something about you just so individual, so unique, like specific to you. Like, so honestly, what makes you beautiful to others is literally you just being you. Literally. Because it doesn't even feel like, and like I said earlier with that effortlessness with work, you give off effortlessness like every step of the way, whether you feel that life is effortless or not. It's almost like you just have, you have so much, but you almost make it look easy. I don't know. Like, your energy is so much, so rich, so beautiful, but you also make it look effortless. I don't know. It's really beautiful. You are a beautiful person. Let me just say that. And my collective is the most, wait, what am I trying to say? My collective is the most beautiful collective out there. Let's go with that. Okay. Yeah, so that's the reading. I hope that you resonated with this. If you resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can be going on where we be like me, and we could be a little bee family together. If you like my readings and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you next time I upload. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!